Hello, hello, hello. We have been missing in action for a minute. But yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Hopefully I'm back. But yeah, let's do this one. So welcome back, Trends with Octavia lovers. Let me quickly grab another device to check my sound. I'm just gonna drop this live stream here and you people will come in and whenever you see this live stream, just watch, enjoy, drop your 2 cents. Let me know what you think about the recent happenings and what you're going to hear. So Jeva was on Nkemo Four's um, live stream again for another interview. According to Nkem, the blogger, Nkemo Four is a blogger on Facebook. You can go check her out so you get to see her content and whatnot. She also talks about Korra and JD's situation. So yeah, she's the same blogger that did the second interview with, because the first interview, so to say, was with Amora on YouTube. Then the first on Facebook that I saw was with this blogger and came off. For welcome, if you're just joining us, please don't forget to like and invite your people. Let's do this together. So I want to quickly check our sound. I hope y'all can hear me, but I just don't want to be quiet while I'm trying to search this out. So, okay. So, like I was saying, okay. So, sound is good. Sound is good. Sound is good. Great. So, if you're just coming in, please give us a thumbs up. Give the live stream a thumbs up. Share if there's a place that you can share to. I'll also do that right now. Let me quickly share this to my community at Entertainment Daily so our people over there can come and catch up on what is happening here. Because what we're going to discuss on Entertainment Daily is going to be different from this. Okay. Um, Oh, hold on. Let me put this on. Let me remove the sound on my device that I'm going to use to play the second interview. So, like I said, I did the interview where we heard that JD was flying. Hey, so finally one of us is out. Abby, welcome. That's a barrister Oyoyo in the building. Welcome, them. Welcome, Queen. Seriously, finally, one of us finally decided to come out. Man, December is around the corner. We were just here not creating, not preparing for Vlogmas. No, sorry, it's not Vlogmas. It's Gist Mass or what we call it. So let's start now to warm up. So we start our Gist Mass because few days now is going to be December. So let's buckle up, buckle up, buckle up, buckle up. Gist Mass loading. Who's ready for Gist Mass? Pull up, pull up, pull up. Yeah. So Gist Mass, a lot is going on. So Gist Mass. No boring moment, no boring moment at all. A lot of saga, brouhaha going on online. Only with this JD and chaos situation, there's just so much. Then by the time you couple other celebrity gist and everything, gist mass is complete. So we were taking first vacation for what now? Oh man, oh my goodness, we are back. We have to pull ourselves back. We have to pull ourselves back and do this. Huh. Okay, so let me quickly share this. And okay, so like I was saying, as I'm sharing this to the community, let me also, whatever sound you're hearing in the background, pardon me, my little one is right here in the sitting room with me. So yeah, you're gonna be hearing. She's here. So whatever sound you're hearing is she playing with her own device right now. So yeah, pardon the sound and let's just proceed. Okay, so like I said, Jebba did another interview to Kemofo, and according to Kemofo in the beginning, I already have the video. I'm going to play it. I think it's a very long one. We're just going to use it to wind down. So grab your popcorn. Okay, we're in a hurry. Look, Jebba said some things, but there was a lot of cheat chart here on this live stream, and I think one thing that just a suggestion. I don't know Kemo for if she was a content creator. I know I probably would just DM the person and say this, but from one content creator to another, I would say when you want to do an interview like this, where you want people to ask questions, what you do is either you do a post, a poll, or what they call it. and ask people to drop their questions, right? So that gives you time to see some of the questions. So when you come in, you will start your show with those questions, because a lot of people are curious. And trust me, once they see that post, for example, if I come on here and, well, I'm talking to people that have that audience. I don't have that kind of audience yet, but yeah, but if I do have that kind of the amount of people coming here to listen to this chaos gist or here, then I can come online and post to my community, or make even a short video telling you people to drop a comment that you want me to ask the person that I will be interviewing. And being that is JEBBA, of course, a whole lot of people have questions they want to ask. A lot of people are not content creators. They do not have any plans to be content creators, but they want to ask their question through us that are already content creators, and we already have a voice here on the platform, on social media. It could be YouTube or Facebook or anyone. So yeah, so Nkemofo came in and said she's doing the second interview because a lot of people said she spoke too much on the first interview she did with JEBBA. I kind of understand why Nkem spoke a lot, because Nkem took her time explaining to JEBBA, of which I feel like, okay, Nkem is one of those that actually, let me not be saying your name, Nkem. You have gray hair. Forgive me. You have gray hair on your hair, like, so I believe you're, although people get gray hair, but you're I think you're a woman of certain age. So I should put the title as we normally do in Africa. So apologies, Madam Kim, for just calling your name like that. So so Madam Kim, I feel like, wanted to explain a lot, because she was looking at JEBBA, still believing. I don't believe. Hence, I'm saying this. I don't believe that JEBBA is that or JEBBA was that ignorant about what was happening. I think JEBBA knew some stuff to a certain, or even if she didn't know at the beginning. At some point when she started seeing that two and two, because on this interview, she will mention it, that two and two didn't add up. Like, what he was telling her was just not adding up. Because JEBBA said she's a chess player, and chess players are smart. You know that. Not everybody can play chess. You just don't wake up one day and you're playing chess and no. You have to be a deep thinker, quick thinker, and all of that. It takes a lot. So we just expect more from you as a chess player. So, but I believe that Madam Kim actually gave her that benefit of doubt and kind of explained a lot during the first interview. So I think that didn't sit well. Whatever you do, people will always drag you, judge you, everything. As a content, in fact, some people will just not like you, even though they've never even seen you before. They've never had anything. The same way you see people dragging Korra, even though they don't know. So that's why. Okay, that's my own thought why it came off or spoke a lot. But then moving on to this present interview, Madam Ikem said, I'm going to put in Madam to her name because, like I said, she looks like a woman of certain age. Um, so Madam Ikem said she's not going to talk much on this present interview, this second one she's doing, and she's going to allow JEBBA people to ask questions. But I wish she had posted something to her community on Facebook or to her page. I don't know what the words they use for Facebook. I know I'm saying community because YouTube uses the word community. But yeah, post to your page or whatever they call those things on Facebook. And then, talking about Facebook, we're also on Facebook, Entertainment Daily and Trending Gist. So please go follow Entertainment Daily. Follow. Let's go give some hot gist over there in Entertainment Daily. Also, but still have Trending Gist also. So if you had made some posts, at least some people would have asked at least, let's say 10 or 15 questions. And then that's what she would have started with. Then during the live stream, people now will come in and ask some questions. But I don't even know why a lot of people that came in didn't really ask much questions. So it took them a while before they started talking. Okay, for example, when she talked about how JD treats the children, how JD used the F word. Okay, and I want to just say this in the beginning of this live stream, because that part of the gist you have to watch Madam Nkem's live stream up to about, let me see, 50 minutes into. So I started watching while I was cooking and doing things around the house. So I was able to just watch and listen to them and doing the jokes, the chat and everything. So I think about 50 minutes into her live, 50 minutes, somewhere around there, somewhere around for 50 minutes, that's when you will hear her talk about how JD allegedly, let's be say allegedly because we're wearing them, treats the children badly. And she gave an instance where he was telling her that in one of the one of the occasions that maybe baby A did something, and if between baby J and A, baby A is the small one. She's the little one that is now whether 2 years old. So I wonder how old she was when the situation happened, right? So 2 or going on 3 or something like that. Anyway, she was just born when they divorced. Like, so yes, I think she's about 2 or 2.5, somewhere around there. Baby A. So it seemed like baby A did something, and the father was furious and looked at her straight in the face, allegedly by JEBBA, the nanny's word, and said to her, "F you." And when he was telling JEBBA this, according to JEBBA, she wasn't present, so JD was telling her. And when he said that "F you" to baby A's face, he said he like she just froze, you know. Um, and he was now telling her that he thinks that baby A understood what he said, but he was saying it in a way like it wasn't a big deal, you know, according to, Jeva, like he was just saying it, but that he just like her expression, the from when the word came out from his mouth and how she looked and everything, he thinks that she understood. And I'm just thinking, what father looks at their 2 years old, in fact, even I, this is not what father will even look at their, let's say, 10 years old child and say to the child directly, like looking at that child in their face and tell them "F you." Like, what are you up to? But yo, Mr. Perfect allegedly did all of that. So I'm just gonna pull up this, and like I said, get your popcorn, get your tea, your coffee, your wine, your juice, water, popcorn, whatever. Okay, let's chill, and listen to this. Like I said, they're gonna just chit chat, talk a lot, and then in between we'll just be getting the crumbs that JEBBA will be dropping. So let me see. Let me get this. Okay. Let me look. A bit low. Can you tell me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Yeah. So you can pin your links on the page and all that. Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me okay? Shout out to Madam Kim for supporting JEBBA. You need to come. I don't know. You're far away. Let's use that loud language. Welcome everyone. If you are just coming, this is the second interview from Madam Nkem. She's a blogger on Facebook. This is her second interview with JD's Mr. KORRA's ex nanny JEBBA. But this is JEBBA's third official or unofficial interview that we've seen. The first was with Amora, the second was with this Madam Nkem, where they revealed that it seemed like Mr. Man swings both ways and whatnot. You know, all of those that we analyze. And then this one. So we're just gonna chill and just let them do their thing, and we follow as we go. Your girl, the real chess lady, the colorful chess lady. I've been loving this hypes from Madam Kim to JEBBA. Reason why, we know all the mind games and everything that brother-in-law has been doing, but with the help of the colorful lady, not the small kind brother-in-law. Which person brother-in-law? Kind of a day before count us out. Case, I'm taking myself out of the equation. I'm eliminating myself. We knew his hands were forced. We knew that his lawyer advised him that with evidence out there, you're gonna be messed up. You're gonna learn. The shenanigan, he might lose. He kind of conceded, decided to go the other route. And Korra, being the nice girl she is, let him get away, because if I was the one, I would finish once and for all. Straight up. Give Woto. Or just a much better human than here. Can you guys hear her? Yeah, people are saying hello to you. Oh, hi. Okay, so people can hear me? Yes. I can hear you, but you seem to be very far away. I don't know. I think she sounds good, so but guys, maybe because it is on Facebook. I don't even know how. Please like the live stream if you're just coming. We are reacting to the second interview by Madam Nkem on Facebook. So we're just going to be listening. If they say something, we have something to say, we'll pause, we'll say our thing. We know we have to do it in a way that, because I don't know if Madam Nkem is, and even if she's not on YouTube, when you're reacting to someone's content, that's the right way to do it. So it makes mine different from the original content. So even if anybody tried to do any malicious, once YouTube looks at it, they notice that you've reacted properly. So that's the difference between where you see some people take people's video and they put a video of themselves not talking. That is not enough. Okay, you have to react to it, make a reasonable change to the original content. So once people, if both of the contents are placed side by side, you can easily dictate that this is the original and this is the reaction video. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to be reacting to this second interview by Mr. Korobiri's nanny, and trust me, exposing that he said to baby A, F you to her face. That must be dad of the year. Okay, so let's go.
So you can show her some love. The first question somebody asked, apparently in the last 12 hours or thereabout, I haven't checked, I haven't been
Hey, welcome, Queen. Welcome, Julie Fitch. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Baby J. When I say baby J, that's June. When I say baby A, that's Athena. Yeah, it appears that, for what I'm seeing online, that their mother bought them some fruits to take home. They like some people there for fruit, and they took it home. And June confided in her mother on live video that the man, brother and the when I say brother and lower, I mean threw the fruits away. So somebody's asking, did you ever?
He's so. Oh my goodness! So you. Holy Spirit, hold my mouth. Make I don't talk some things when I want talk. Mr. Korobiri is so petty. Like, is it a big deal that both of you are divorced? Both of you have kids together. Shouldn't those kids be the priority? Can't work with the Mzungu. No way. They are that vindictive. Even devil self, when you see them, they run. What is the big? Welcome, Tina Isoa. Welcome, Queen. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Thank you. For coming. Welcome, everyone. You know, my question here is, a mom bought fruits for the kids. Mr. Korobiri, we know, is not somebody that wants to be spending his money anyhow. And at the same time, we know that this is someone that total strangers, he will send photos of the kids allegedly, that they'll be sending photos in exchange for toys and clothing and things like that for his kids. So if total strangers that you don't know from Adams, you've never met, you don't even know where they live, you don't even know what some of them looks like, are able to buy things and send to your address for your kids, and you go on shamelessly. And you know I'm saying shamelessly because of the way he treats his ex-wife. Because receiving gifts is okay, it's a good one. But when you behave the way Mr. Korobiri behaves, then you're shamelessly accepting those gifts, and you sit down unboxing those gifts on live video. But now the mother of the children are buying fruits. Oh, take these fruits home. Is that a big deal? Can you just say, okay, well, because I don't like her, because I totally don't like this woman, she is such a horrible person in your eyes, even though everybody knows your cray is on another level. The next thing, couldn't you just, okay, I will never taste anything that comes from her? But you were the one asking that she should pay you more money. Is that not money that she worked for? And when that money is paid to you, are you not going to use it for something else? Are you not going to, use it for yourself? Are you not going to be spending that money on yourself? Are you not still benefiting the page? She created the page. So as far as we know, the money you're making from this Facebook is still coming from her because she brought you into this. Or else only heaven know where you for day now. So it is very strange. Really, really strange. To think that they will buy fruits and you just come and throw away the fruits. Like, what are you up to? This man is so petty. Let's keep going.
Witness him do something similar to that. Trade anything. Well, usually Cora doesn't. This might be one of the few times she has something with food, which makes sense. I think she assumes that their father can feed them. So that was a nice thing to do, but no, I didn't. Why did he throw it away? That's crazy. That's what people. I didn't watch the live, but that's if you go online now. That is what is there. It's been like for the last 12 hours. That's the first question.
Nobody asks, have you ever witnessed him?
No, and I think that's crazy behavior given that he doesn't feed the kids anything healthy, or I mean, he feeds them a lot of junk. So I don't understand why their dad, especially the dad who's complaining about bills and not wanting to pay dental bills, would be throwing away fruits for his kids to eat. That's insane.
Okay, let me see who asked that. So you can hear her. Oh yes, somebody said they can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Guys, keep the question coming. Today, I promise to step back. I know some criticism the last time that we did most of the talking. You know, another day I saw the post you made on Instagram. While I'm waiting for people to give their question that they want to answer, or if you have any new thing that we don't know you want to add, you can do that on Instagram. There's this reel you put on where a woman was backing somebody, like carrying somebody on their back, and you said that was what you did. Can you explain that video for us?
Yes. Yeah, so it's mostly just that I roll
You know, when you hear some of the things that this nanny has to say about Mr. Korra, and then you now sit back and think of the kind of things he said. Now, nanny JEBBA, and I like using the word nanny because some people might kind of forget that this lady worked as a nanny for free, though according to her, for JD, but she worked as a nanny for JD. So she was, living with him, doing the nanny role. So she knows she's not just capping, she's not just talking, she's not just this person that is just angry friend that just wants to talk and say things that no, this person lived in the same home. So to think that he always complained about everything that Korra did, everything. And he also came online bragging on about how he was feeding his kids steak, 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 steak. And then somebody said, "You've been saying steak, steak, steak. You don't put like vegetables and things like that." And then the next time he came on live, because all the comments, everybody was just, noticing how he was talking about steak, 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 and never, try to balance the meal by, mentioning some vegetables that you're putting also as you're making the steak, or potatoes and things like just, And then the next thing when he came, he now said, I feed them steak, steak, steak. Every time they like eating steak. Every time they like eating steak. Then I add vegetables, this and that. And I'm like, JD, they lie you. You didn't lie, because there's no way you would have, for how long you were live that day talking about steak, feeling like Lord, you never mentioned that you added vegetables or anything, because for you, that'd be too much. By your steak and then vegetables and then this and then that salad and whatnot. That's not you. But so to think that this same person, the nanny, will come out and say that he feeds the kids junk. And on the other last interview, she had talked about how when she mentioned about the kind of things he gives to the children to eat, he replied by saying, "Well, he grew up with food stamps and things like that, and nothing is wrong with growing up with food stamps. And did anything happen to him and whatnot, you know?" So one would want to think that if you grew up with food stamp or food was not available, your upbringing was a bit difficult. When you've reached a stage where at least you're earning a little bit, where you can actually buy some good things, healthy meal for your family, is that not what you're going to do? But no, not JD. He's just a man of many words.
I take on with anybody. Like I would not do that with a romantic partner, where it's like when you are carrying a grown man on your back, or you are kind of having to, I don't know, you're in the front seat of the car driving when it's not your car. Like that's the metaphor I'm thinking of, where I'm like, these are not my children. I love these girls, but I'm like, at the end of the day, they only have two legal guardians, and those are their parents. So if I'm in the house and I am having to step up as a caretaker, and I know people have even like criticized me, where it's like, okay, well, even though you weren't getting paid, still you should have done more. You could have done their hair. Like I don't know what black person, who was just eager to just keep adding to their list of responsibilities for free. So it was like at a certain point.
Let's talk about that. She said she does not know what black person will want to add to the list of There are a whole lot of people out there doing charity job. Like people are helping people for free. They don't know these people from anywhere, and they're going all the way out helping. And for you, you came in because you people swiped left or right or said whatever, whichever way you people do it there on Tinder. So you should have even done even more. Um, in that case where people were talking about the kid's hair, yeah, at least you knew he couldn't do it. So you should have just made that one of the gift for the kids, not for him, since you already know that he's a terrible person. So whatever you were doing should have been, this should be a gift for the kids. And someday they will grow up and they'll hear their stories, and there's no way to talk about everything that happened that your name would not be mentioned because you stayed what, 5, 7, 6, 7 months um with them as a nanny, so your name will always come up. Okay, so they will be grateful, say a good prayer for you. So I don't agree with that statement from Jeba saying I don't see any black person that will want to do all of this for free. You already did a lot for him. Okay, you already did a lot. The massage, the tool from the behind. If you could go all the way, then you could do their hair and all these other things that people were, just saying. So don't say that you don't see any person of color that is capable of adding more to their plate. A lot of people carry a lot for free. They don't. They're not asking for anything. It's just their good heart, and wanting the world to be a better place, and they do it.
My friendship and my kindness was definitely taken advantage of. Um, and I felt like I was carrying him because I was communicating things. I was like going through all of the right. Why didn't I report him? I did. I reported his CPS. I'm waiting to talk to them this week if they need more details. But yeah, it's kind of a thing where I'm going through all the appropriate channels. I'm talking to the parent in the house. I'm telling them, hey, these are the things that you are doing that are or you are failing your daughter. This is I told him from the beginning. I'm like, you have all these allegations against you. I'm not going to support somebody who might be guilty of
Okay,
being,
you can
a
drink something
child
else.
abuser. I'm not going to, be complicit in that. So I let him know that everything would be on like a trial basis where I would be watching and advising or just letting him know, hey, this
give me a
is
quick
actually neglect, even if it's passive neglect
next
instead of
episode,
more active neglect. So yeah, I was pairing him in terms of having to be the one to bathe his kids. He just ordered to leave them in a bathtub, so
it's honey,
and then complain about like, oh my god, well I don't know why he has eczema or saying that the eczema comes from their mom's house because their mom isn't clean. And meanwhile, I'm watching him not clean girls, and I'm watching, these girls.
Sorry, my side talk. Like I said, those of you that are just coming in, I'm here with my little one, so trying to explain some stuff to her. So sorry, the side talk. If you were hearing my voice.
Kind of just rolling around on this carpet with all these women in and out of the house with their shoes on. Like it's like a nasty thing. I had to buy these girls toothbrushes. I'm like,
there's something else I also want to add, just like what I said in the beginning, because I feel like some very important information, just put them at the beginning of your videos, because a lot of people don't have that patience to watch a live stream up to an hour and over and over and over. Like I said, from 50 minutes upward, you will start hearing certain things that Jeba will say, which was where she exposed about how JD said allegedly good, where JD allegedly turn on that light. Where JD allegedly said to baby A to her face F you, and said she froze, and he thinks that she understood what he said to her allegedly, because this is what Jeba is saying on this interview. Pato, ela, 12 me algo. That is still. So, when you have little ones around, they always just your line of thoughts. But anyways, yeah. So another thing that Jeva said after she revealed that was the fact that she said once she and another person they were together, but it's also a person of color, okay, and they were together with JD, and JD was talking about how women of color were kind of easy to get, have low self-esteem. A lot. You will hear Jebba's words. So just be patient with me if you're here. The live stream is done by, once more, shout out to Madam Nkem Ofo on Facebook. This is our second interview um with Najeba, the JD's nanny that did so much for JD, and JD came out and accused her of stealing. So be patient, grab your popcorn, your tea, and everything, and let us do this. We are going to listen to everything in this interview. Okay? So let's go. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
I'm not their parents. So I think there's a lot of things where people have criticized me where it's like, oh, you must have been in love, and you're as bad this man done to you. I'm like, first of all of the women in my family are very aromantic. So I'm like, love is something that men wish they could have for fun. Like at least not romantic love. So it's love as a friend and as a human partner in a home. But yeah, in terms of doing things to make sure his kids did not get taken away, I felt like I was taking more of that initiative than he was. And maybe
okay, let's stop here a little bit. This is another place where I don't agree with Jebba. I don't think that Jebba fits the picture of someone that doesn't really, a woman or a human being that doesn't really care so much about love and this and this and that, and you just, oh, you don't care, you just love people as friendship, talking about, oh, maybe just, the normal agape, yeah, and Greek is like agape. Okay, so it's not about that. It's not about that. You went in for something, and it's okay to say that. Don't. It's not something you should be ashamed of or be embarrassed about. Okay, you went in with good intention, possible. When he told you his story and everything, you thought you could help. You thought you could be there for the kids and take that position. So that's fine. You shouldn't be ashamed of. Don't try to play that you were this tough person that don't believe in love. You don't believe in this. You don't believe in that. But your actions show that you really wanted to, and you did play the part of a partner. Okay, at some point you were even playing the part of a wifey, because trust me, as a nanny, I am not helping you, my boss, with a tool, you bending over with on all four, and I'm helping you with a tool. Oga, go to the hospital if your nyash block. Do you understand? Because your job description did not say that you were coming there to take care of your boss. Your job description said you were there to take care of boss's children, right? And the home, all of that, we can understand. You have to keep it clean, keep it safe, pick up some things like that. But those are in your job description. Okay, but fixing or gas nyash was not part of. So you going to that extent, I noticed that all the time people try to ask Jebba about her romantic side with JD. She kind of tries to play down on it. That's what I think. Let me know what you think.
Second week there, he told me, he's like, by the way, CPS is not allowed in this house. If anybody
did you all hear that?
CPS, like, calls and they try to come in, don't let them in. And I'm like, and that is kind of what red flags in the back of my brain, because I had parents who were so passively negligent and dumb. And I think any parent who is a bad parent, like anyone who tells you, like, by the way, CPS comes, like that, you can already tell that they know that they're doing something that is not all the way right. Yeah.
So this is what I was even saying before this second interview, that there's no way Jebba was with JD after moving in. It will take you 1 week, 2 weeks of you, from the way he talks online. A person that talks that much online, telling you the how the Pekus was named and everything of it, that kind of person indoors will never be quiet. That person is going to sing like a canary bird. That person will talk like a parrot. This person will not stop. So a few weeks into you moving in already, you will start seeing several red flags. He will be revealing a lot to you. So you can imagine how long into her moving in did he tell her that CPS is not allowed into his home, and if they come there when he's not there, she shouldn't allow them in. What are you hiding? What do you have to hide? You made this whole thing. You're the one that blew this whole thing out of proportion because you wanted to punish and deport your ex, because that's how on our brain they work. On our brain, they always tell us, say, because when I come from the place, and I feel do and undo. Everybody is not as silly as you people are.
So let me ask the question. From what you said, you found it difficult to leave. You have wanted to leave for a long time, but you wanted to leave the kids in a good place or in a safe hand. Do you think he deliberately drew you in so that you feel guilty, so that you can't say that you want to leave? What do you think about that? Do you think that was the case? Because for where I'm standing personally, I think that was what it is. But what do you think? Do you think that?
Yeah, I think that has to be it. I think it's just men use, like, when they don't see women really as people. So like
Let me say this. Muzungus. One thing Muzungus know, people that look like Mr. Koro Bidi, one thing they know is that people of color don't joke with their kids. That's one. Another thing they know that it is actually at a different level when that person of color is an African. Take it anywhere, they will swear on and tell you. So they know, they are very calculative. They know what they do. That's why most of them would rather pick our people from down there to have their kids, because they know that people of color, if it's their own kind of their own people, they will tell you what is there. They cannot even leave all the children and disappear with a total different stranger, like, and not even return. After many years, they're still missing. They don't, but that's not a thing a person of color can easily do. I'm not saying it's not possible, but if we're going by statistics, you will see that people of color always we have this small, because that it's part of the culture. But we talk of people who don't get culture, where we won't start from. Okay. So it is for sure that JD knows what he's doing. Hence, he is always around people of color, because in his mind, it is written use, 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 use. Because he knows that he can easily manipulate that. Once they look at the kids, they're not going to just. But if it's people that look like him, they'll tell you that's your business. So when you were having this plan, I was not in there. Okay, I'm here for us to groove and flex and whatnot. So if you're bringing this part, I'm not going to. I'm not doing that. So for sure, he knew that once JEBBA moves in, he could use the home, the kids first, and then she living in his home to kind of trap her in there, and that's what he did. Let's go.
Definitely, I think it's disgusting when he saw Cora as a vessel for his children, right? He's like, the first time he saw her, he immediately thought Marie. So he's very. And
you can imagine, and this is the second time again that JEBBA is repeating this statement, that according to what JD said to her, allegedly, that immediately he saw Cora. Remember, they met in China, right? Cora and JD met in China. They didn't meet in the US, where he's from. Neither did they meet in Nigeria, where Cora is from. They met in China. So for him, immediately, as huge as China is, immediately he saw Cora, his mind went to breathe. Muzungus, una no go change. Una go try to pretend, but una no go ever change. The wickedness is inborn, like he did there. As una they form on a mama womb, it they form with una they go.
in his goals. Like, it's never genuine. It's never about partnership or anything. So he accomplished his goals, which was to get these kids, which was like, going to be his backup source of income, which is why he's fighting so hard to keep them. And so I do think he made the assumption that because I'm a woman, my good conscience or my maternal instinct would kick in if I see a child not being tended to how they need to be tended to. I'm going to, pick up the slack, or I'm going to step in because I feel like I am, complicit in doing the bad deed as well if I'm just going to let a kid suffer while I'm in the home. Oh. So I think he knows that the women that he's around are more tend to empathize more with children than he does. And he definitely use that to his benefit.
Do you think that your upbringing they'll play the part in that because of where you come from or the family you came from. They thought, no, no, you could save the kids. Hold on to that thought, guys. Please, let's do some housekeeping. Please sprinkle some love. You can see her coffee links there. I have stars as well. I'm sure she must have stars. If not, her coffee links, all her links are there. Mine is there. So please show some love to support this program. You don't have to do it. It's no, you're not compelled to. I'm just asking. This is just blogging what.
It's nice that Madam Inkem is kind of encouraging people to support Najeba, because remember what JD said. He said he's thinking of suing Jeba just because she does not have